So, I know what you're saying. Hey, that's happened to me, like, never. Because every time I go to sleep, I just wind up, like, at the mall. Or, like, trying to find, like, some sort of, like, noodle dish. Or, like, I'm looking for my shoes at a party. And I'm like, where are my shoes? And you realize that, you know, your shoes are missing. And you're like, who took my shoes? Who took my shoes? And then you realize that the shoes that you're looking for aren't really your shoes. And then you wake up. So, I don't know if you guys have been watching the other episodes of the Actuality Update. You should be. I've noticed, you know what? I actually check. No. Anyway, you know what? I'm busy doing stuff. Anyway, I actually check the numbers. I check the views to see how many people are watching my videos. 8 people have watched the last 2 parts of the last episode. Alright. It's like 12, you know, part 1, 12, part 2, 6. You know? Part 3, 8. What? Right? Anyway. So, you should all know that this is how things work in heaven. Right? But guess what? The guy who takes this guy's place is being watched by other people who have been victims of this guy taking their place right when they were about to fuck Jessica Biel's doppelganger, and then the guy just sits there like a fucking Wang Chung video person, or like one of those guys, he looks like one of those suits in the hold on a second, in the Richard Linklater movie, A Scanner Darkly, you know, just some guy with, like, all of the facial features changing, and he's just, like, frozen as, like, an entire phone book of people cycle through that person's position about to have sex with Jessica Biel, and then no one has sex with Jessica Biel. So, when you die, you go to heaven, and it's just some dude sitting there right about to have sex with Jessica Biel, and he's just being replaced by a trillion other dudes, one per, like, 1,000th of a second, you know. he's right? And, like, meanwhile, Jessica Biel is sitting there like, when is this guy gonna actually put it inside me, right? And the guy's just sitting there, right? That's heaven. It never progresses beyond that. It's just one dude being replaced by every other dude that's ever existed throughout history. Like, there's a giant wheel of people that's spinning really fast, and, like, and it's just like, this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. And they're like, I'm about to have sex with Jessica Biel. And, like, nothing ever happens. That's heaven. Alright. Next up. Hold on. I feel like doing this. I had the marker, and now it's gone. Uh-huh. I'll find it in a second, folks. Aha! I found it. My Expo marker. Expo. They make markers. Like this one. Alright, anyway. So, yeah, once again, there's a giant wheel of people. You know, I'm waiting for this. I've been waiting for this for 500,000 years. I am the first dinosaur who understood complex mathematical theorems. Ha ha ha. Woo! Anyway. So, like, you know, the wheel of people is spinning at lightning fast speeds. I'm laughing because so many people in the spirit world who understand that this is actually how things are laughing, and it's kind of that weirdo thing where, like, if people are laughing, like if you're telling a joke and a bunch of people bust up laughing, like, you kind of crack out and start laughing as well. So, anyway. That's heaven, guys. You get to heaven and it's just a room with a dude about to have sex with a very beautiful woman. I hear Jessica Biel is single. If she isn't, I hear Jessica Biel is a woman who has a free will and can break up with whoever the fuck she wants to break up with. Nobody can tell her to stay in a relationship with some guy. Alright. Anyway. So, once again, my email address is memoryshuffle. That's memoryshuffle at hotmail.com. Alright? Hotmail.com. Anyway. If you don't like my hair long, Jessica, I'll cut it for you. It can be short again. Alright, next up. Something. Movies. Ah, they're all so good! Alright, I just watched my first Harry Potter movie from beginning to finish. The Deathly Hallows. And man, I feel sorry for those kids for being in such a shitty movie series. It's my housemates. I'm recording something! Anyway, so it's just like King of Comedy. Wow. So I'm writing a novel. I'll be in this basement for quite some time. Don't worry, I don't live down... I mean, I do live down here. But don't worry, I am able to leave the basement. Remember, like, some of the earlier episodes? I guess that's DC Metro. It's not really Actuality Update. But in a different series called DC Metro, I actually am outside in the outdoors. But this is the Actuality Update. It's totally different. Anyway. Alright, let's see. Harry Potter, such bad writing. It's so contrived. You know, poor kids. They're like locked in some sort of like prison. They're locked in some sort of prison where they're like where they're unable to act in good movies. Ah, but wait a second. What's out there? Everybody's making shitty movies about a fake universe. Hold on. Everybody's making shitty movies about a fake universe which is comprised of about 40%. 40 to 60%. Most people get 40 to 60% of what is actually happening in this universe. Or what is actually available in this universe. Like, oh, people die at the end. Alright, you're getting about, like, 30% there. You're missing that everybody who dies goes into the dream world. Then you're also, that's like another 30%, so that's like 60%. Then you're also missing that the people in the dream world are trying to be reincarnated. That's like the other 30%. Then that last 10%, that's the fact that we don't even have to die at all. We can stop aging. We're all really kind of in the Matrix, and we can program the infinite mirror worlds of the universe so that we don't have, to the effect, or boom. The stuff is going on in my terminal here. But we can program the infinite Earths of this universe so that our control world incarnations are just cycling between all of the different infinite Earths. Or rather, it's like our consciousness is, it's kind of like this.